Okay, so what happened was when I first recorded K3, I had a massive video glitch, and I didn't notice until I beat the next world. So I had to go back and re-record it, since this is a...
It's fancy smancy blue text. You didn't have to do that for us, Nathan.
Have you ever noticed that we all have a different text that we always use? Like,
Yes.
you always have that one text. I don't know what font you use. I always use Rockwell font for everything that I do.
I use Times New Roman.
And I, the unoriginal fuck that I am, always use Comic Sans.
Damn you, Lewis.
No one likes Comic Sans.
Wait, Ryan, you use Times New Roman? How very English class of you.
Yeah, actually, that font is because I use Cyberlink Power Director. So yes,
Power Director.
That's
final boss.
That's actually my video editing program.
So
But,
yes, if you're ever wondering who records what, just look at the
Look at the font.
Look at the
Yeah.
font.
Look at the font, you'll probably be able to tell.
And just to screw with everyone, next playthrough I'll be using Comic Sans.
If I had Johnny's font, I'd be using it.
Well, you see, it takes a certain amount of effort to properly mimic my kleptomania, so I don't think anyone's going to be fooled.
By the power of clipping, this is gonna be funny.
You can't clip through sprites.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah, you can. Watch this. But I clipped through the level just to kill the DK coin.
Yeah, is there an easier way to do this?
I mean, technical.
You're supposed to throw it up one way and then run the other way.
It's a technical term that specifically refers to 3D models passing through each other. You can't clip without 3D models.
Well, he just did.
What do you call it in 2D?
Just passing through shit.
Yeah, clipping.
And up here's a bonus barrel. Oh, hi, Jesus barrel.
Oh.
Surprisingly like a swamp monster today.
Yeah, well, he did come back from the dead, Lewis. You know,
So
you wouldn't look so good if you did that.
His other two incarnations look the exact same way. Just one's purple and one's red.
He lived in the Middle East in the year 0.
And yet, for some reason, he's always portrayed as Caucasian. How odd.
Brown-haired.
Mm.
Well, that's just
Whitewashing.
yeah.
That is white people being fucking egotists.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it now. This soundtrack, this piece of music right here, sounds like it belongs in X3.
What, the electric guitar?
You know,
Yep.
I just picture someone going back in time and living through the gospel and walking away from the experience saying, you know, I really didn't expect Jesus to look so Jewish.
Well, you ever wonder how when extreme Christian groups make a huff about homosexuality, you remember that Jesus hung out with 12 dudes and a prostitute, and then you start thinking about your life a little bit.
Yes, but in that sense, it's also hypocritical because the Bible also disbands football, shaving, and
Let's not
talking to
bring
women on their
religion.
period.
Let's
Exactly. Let's get back. Let's get back to Canada.
Let's get back to monkeys riding on a sled.
Uphill. Hill.
It's
Why?
ice.
It's ice.
Doesn't matter.
Besides, they're building. They've built up quite a lot of steam here, and I think they do slow down when they go up the hill.
They
went slower when they went up the hill.
They do slow down a little bit, but not enough to bring them to
They
a
slow
dead halt.
down, and then they stop slowing down.
Well, you need to be able to beat the level.
So many tricky freaking jumps in this.
Part of
just
me
for
wonders
completing the
why
level,
they
or just
don't
trying to
just
get
get
the
off
bonus?
the sled and just walk.
That's the only really tricky jump, I think, to get that bonus.
Yes, because you know this is really hard to
Just
beat
jump when
the
it says.
stars.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
follow
that's
the
one
stars.
of the easiest in the game.
Well,
So-
you know,
so
you think that it would be easy to just follow the collectible, but people still can't do that ending thing in Sonic 4 Episode 1.
I still haven't done it yet.
Just saying, look at we're only at the 5th world, and look at my life counter already. It's already at 96.
Well, you've already beaten the 5th world at this point, right?
This is the fifth world.
But you're re-recording.
Yes. So,
Okay. Well, still, how many worlds are there?
Eight,
including Lost.
Okay. Well, still, by the time you reach the last level, you've effectively maxed out your life counter.
Yes.
It sort of makes you wonder why games still have lives to begin with. Which
Go
is why
back.
I'm glad
There you
that games like Rayman Origins just got rid of the fucking things.
Well, you know, that bugs me. A lot of games that come from old school series where they used to have lives, they seem to feel this absurd obligation to just keep lives going. Alright?
Not this bonus.
If the rest of the world has moved on, you should move on as well.
Well,
How would you
Do what
What would
Rayman
you-
Origins
No.
did.
what did Origins do?
Rayman Origins is a hard-ass fucking game.
But you
However,
can
you
retry
have
as many-
unlimited lives, and there's plenty of checkpoints, so that you never get frustrated because you're always making progress.
Okay.
Basically, the game's separated into different rooms, and each room has a checkpoint at the beginning of the room and at the middle of the room. So you're even though the levels are hard and the game gets very, very hard, it still doesn't feel like you're wasting your time, and you're never kicked back to the beginning for messing up.
I really
Yeah.
have to go back and get it because I finally found a PS3 version. I just got to trade my 360 version in.
Why don't you just play the 360 version?
Because I'd rather play a 2D platformer with the PS3 controller, not 360 controller.
D-pad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you could. The Wii version isn't as pretty, but that works. Just
No, if I
as-
know there's an HD version, I go for the HD version.
Especially HD sprites.
I
Yeah.
think
There's
that
bonus.
the game even on the low res, the game still looks and sounds amazing.
You know something? These waterfall levels are starting to look like the same level over and over with different palettes.
They are.
Yeah.
They are essentially.
Oh, hi, I just realized. Hi, Super Mario Brothers 2, USA. Doki Doki Panic, whatever.
This whole level is that.
Did it.
It just makes it a lot easier when you can.
Frickin'
Glide.
parry. Most
No, you
useless
wanna know-
animal, buddy.
You want to know what's weird? Everything in Donkey Kong has this cartoony look, but this is like a very realistic bird. It's weird.
Yeah, it kind of clashes actually.
It's like
What
it's
does
like
this bird do?
it's
It
like
hovers
It stays,
above-
it stays parallel to you, and its only purpose is to give you bonuses.
It's a little,
Literally.
it's a little flapping grabby hand that hovers above you and picks things up.
Pretty
As
much.
long
Yes.
as you maneuver it so that it picks things up.
That sounds
Right.
like that bird that follows a stall in a stall.
Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing?
there was a big
God-
shiny coin.
Damn it! Pass me! What am I doing?
What?
Did you forget a
Oh.
bonus?
I forgot to show off the DK coin.
Oh no! Now I gotta start over.
It-
Fuck!
It's right
Well,
at the start anyway. And hey,
Normally, I would suggest cutting directly to the coin, but
Yep,
since
here
this
it
level is so samey, you actually
he
do
just
have
showed
to
the coin.
show how to get to it from the start.
Nathan, do you even know who you are anymore?
no.
There's an awful lot of factory levels in this game.
Well,
Well,
we
they are in Canada.
They're one world is pure factory, and this is. I think this is the weirdest gimmick. You're
Well,
constantly being chased by that reticle, and when the black bars turn red, it's gonna shoot one of those fireballs at you from the foreground this time.
Cheesy Puffs.
I love cheesy poofs.
Oh god, Bubsy the cat is shooting Nerf balls at you. Run!
You love cheesy poofs.
Fucking
Neener.
Bubsy.
Cheesy Poofs. I
Actually-
love Cheesy Poofs. You love
There is a-
Cheesy Poofs. We
there's a
love
bonus-
Cheesy Poofs. Cheesy Poofs are great.
There's a bonus. There's a bonus in this game where you actually have to take control of the reticle.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say cheesy poop for a second. I don't know why.
You do shoot. You have to shoot the cheesy poofs.
Oh, okay.
Now, is there a time limit on these green bananas?
Yes.
Yes,
They're
do
not even
start-
bananas. They're plantains.
Yeah, there's a time limit. You see,
No,
it's
they're just not ripe yet.
No, he means will the bananas eventually disappear if you take too long? Yes.
I like how when Squitter wins a bonus, his legs like rapidly flail.
Yeah, I hate this reticule, not because of it's hard or anything, but because it reminds me of Donkey Kong 64, that "get out" voice.
Oh yeah.
Comes out of fucking nowhere.
What are you talking about now?
There's a similar reticule in Donkey Kong 64 that'll shoot at you, but in that version, when it appears, there's this really deep and kind of scary voice that goes "get out"
Yeah.
when it appears, and it's like, what the fuck did this come from?
I was just playing a lighthearted Donkey Kong game, and then
Get out.
and
Hey, I'll turn the game off. It's your loss.
the blast shields in the foreground you can actually hide behind. Cheese soup.
When did Donkey? This is gonna sound a little bit off topic, but when did Diddy Kong Racing come out?
97 or 98, I think.
So would these two games have been in development around the same time?
Yes, because this came out in '96.
Okay, so is there a bear named Banjo in this game?
No.
No, there's.
There's no reference to Banjo in any way in this game.
Oh.
Did Banjo debut in Diddy Kong Racing?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Along
So
with
did Conker.
Yeah, I know Conker debuted in Diddy Kong Racing, but I didn't know Banjo.
Yeah.
God,
The
debuted.
plan
There's
was
no-
all those characters are going to have their own games, but only 2 ever got made.
I remember the Tiger didn't ever get his own game, or
Mipsy never did.
Tip Top
You know
made a cameo in Banjo Kazooie.
You know, it's kind of like the video game version of Cartoon, where they make all these one-offs with the idea that if any of them get popular, they'll make full series of them, and 1 or 2 actually do, and some of them are awesome, some of them are not.
This thing controls, and here we have that bonus, and it controls so weirdly.
How do you mess up controlling a reticule?
Because
they
like
have- they have
when
an
you
arc
when
to
you
it.
let go of the control pad, it still goes
It slides.
for like yeah, and you have to shoot the coin to get it.
Huh.
That doesn't make any sense.
And now we're back to a spider.
It would make a little more sense if you fired, like, Dixie Kong at the coin.
That would be awesome, but you're playing.
Your ammunition is clones of Dixie Kong.
No, if, like, when you were aiming at the coin, the game was programmed to fire Dixie Kong at it.
And what, she would just like reel back to the gun?
So that you're firing the cheesy puffs the entire time, and then at the end, randomly, you just shoot out Dixie Kong.
Dixie,
and
to
what the
to
fuck?
collect the coin, yeah. I kind of like that.
Can you land? Do you get anything special for landing at the top of the flagpole?
No.
No,
Oh,
all the flagpole is it's the ending goal, and it shows who cleared the level by the color of the flag.
okay, so that's what the color meant.
Yeah,
So
if it's blue, Kitty cleared it. If it's pink,
Pink,
Dixie
Dixie
cleared it.
And
And if
because
you go back
Dixie's-
to a
because Dixie's better than Kitty in every way, you're most likely going to have a pink over blue.
Yeah, and if you go back to a level and that's already been beat and you clear it with like a different character, it'll still have the same color flag you originally beat it with. Penguins!
Tell me, Nathan, do you like penguins?
I commit mass penguin murder in here.
It's funny. The funny thing is, you can actually sit on top of the little holes that come out of it, and it'll kill them.
Yep.
oh man, that's like spin dashing in one of those alarm things in Launch Base Sound.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's odd. They have one of these snow areas when it's not nighttime. I've noticed that most of the snow areas in Donkey Kong tend to be sort of nights. Oh wait, never mind.
And it slowly changed.
Yep.
I lied.
How
That
expected of them.
that gator seems way too happy to be just slipping all over the place. Oh god, almost dead.
Oh god, you just the G was right there. It was the last of the 4 letters. Why?
Because I have
piss you off,
99
Lewis.
lives already, Lewis. I have no need to.
Doesn't matter. It was right there. You passed it by like 2 goddamn inches.
Do the Kong letters count towards 100%
No.
completion?
No,
They only-
never
they only
have,
count.
and thank God they never did.
Returns.
No, they do. Returns.
They do in return.
Oh, damn it.
So yeah, there's literally no reason to go for them.
Well, they give you an extra life.
Well, now that he's maxed out, there's literally
I
no
have
reason to go for
99.
them.
and Blizzard's base camp.
I
Just
always,
to let-
I always miss that.
Hey, look, it's different. It's white and it has snow gear on.
Oh, it's the same fucking sprite.
I love how
Actually, if it does have different gear on, it is technically a different sprite, if only because it has more bits added onto the original artwork.
It's all
And-
layers.
And this is what I was talking about with it being really glitchy.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this.
What the
It's-
hell?
This is like my freaking. It hated the recording for the snow levels.
Oh, what's
Good.
what's not showing up here? What's going on?
Gradients, snow.
The middle layers all
Details.
glitched out. It's supposed to be smoother than that.
And
There's
is the sky supposed to be red?
Frosty the Snowman is
The sky is
pissed.
supposed to be red, and Frosty is pissed. Although I don't know why his weak point is a little twinkly bulb.
What's the name of this boss?
Wait, he's supposed to be red?
Blizzard, I assume.
The sky is supposed. The sky is supposed to be red. The guy's supposed to be
Oh.
red.
What's the name
And
of
his,
the
his name is Bleak.
Bleak?
Yes.
That's not as
I love,
catchy
I love
as
his, I love his doing his jazz hands every time you hit him.
The last hit is the best though.
How many hits do you have to give?
It
Get 'em.
takes quite a while.
I don't remember.
God help
I-
you if you didn't play any of the swanky side games before this boss.
Why?
I
What do
think
the side games do?
The side games are in the same format.
Here he goes. And he just explodes.
He over-jazzed.
I was looking at a comparison video. Yeah, the middle layer is not supposed to be that jaggy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.